Hi, it's Jacqueline or Galacticat, and welcome to another episode of Create This Book. So, because I've been practicing faces a lot lately, you would have seen that on my social media if you follow me, and if not, the links are in the description box below. I wanted to find prompts that would help me practice that a little bit more. And here I am struggling to find that page. Here we go. So I chose create a person. Come up with a character, draw what they look like, describe their personality, and list their likes and dislikes. I started off by searching for a really generic reference photo that I could use, and then I just adapted that into my own style. So here I'm just mapping out where I want the face and what direction I want it looking in, and then I start adding the facial features. I've been playing around with proportions lately. It's actually amazing how much of a difference a smaller or larger nose or smaller or larger lips can make to a face. It's good to explore this because I get a feel for what kind of proportions I like to do in my drawings and what kind of style I want my faces to be in. I'm still pretty new to this whole drawing faces thing. Usually I draw animals. So I think experimenting is really helping me figure out what I like. I still do struggle a little bit with proportions when the face isn't looking straight on or on a 3/4 view. So that's something that I want to work on in the future. I swear I have so many saved inspiration photos on Pinterest and Instagram that I'm going to be using to help me with this later. Now onto her hair. I wanted to give this girl shorter hair because usually I've been drawing longer hair. Most of my Disney princess drawings that I've been practicing with lately have long flowy hair, and I've been doing a draw this in your style from Instagram lately, and that particular reference photo had short hair and I really enjoyed how it turned out. So I wanted to implement that style and what I've learnt along the way into this drawing as well. Previously, I have struggled with how to finish hair, like I didn't know how to put the ends on, and so I would usually just stick to long flowy hair that I could have wisps or something like that, whereas short hair kind of forces you to have an end, a visible end, I suppose. So it was just a matter of finding reference photos and looking at different artists and the way that different artists do their hair and seeing which I liked best and what I could implement into my own art. The key is having a lot of different influences and a lot of different inspirations, because then you can take things that you like, take aspects that you like from each artist and form your own style and find your own way of doing things. Basically, you don't want to copy another artist, but if you have influence from them and influence from a whole range of different artists, then you kind of subconsciously pick up what you enjoy looking at and be able to implement it in your own. I hope I explained that okay, and I hope that that helps you kind of find your own art style. And yeah, I know you didn't ask for that kind of information, but I'm giving it to you anyway. So as I went along, this girl kind of formed her own style and personality, and I just I got inspired to add different things like the little choker and then the little kind of embroidered satin and stars on her t-shirt. I got those vibes from her, you know. She took on her own personality after I started drawing her. So that brings us to her little description section, I suppose. I wrote out a whole bunch of different categories to fill out about her, including her name, age, height, birthday, and her About Me section. I honestly really struggled with thinking of a name, but the whole time I was drawing her, one name kept popping up in my head, and it was Julie, so therefore I called her Julie. When I filled out her age section, I didn't quite think of what year that means that she would be born in, so I had to quickly Google it when I was writing out that part. For her About Me, I didn't really put too much thought into it. I just wrote whatever felt right and whatever popped into my brain. And I'd put in there that she dislikes guys who ride motorcycles. I promise that's not a dig at anyone who rides a motorcycle. There was just a whole bunch of people riding motorcycles next to the room that I record in, so that was really distracting and really irritating at the time. So I'm sorry if you ride a motorcycle. I don't hate you. The noise was really annoying me. Okay, so now onto her colouring. I decided to keep it really light and really sketchy, and I used my Prismacolor pencils for this and tried to keep as much of the pencil sketchiness as I could. Again, I'm trying different styles and different ways of doing things, and last time I coloured one of these was in watercolour, so I wanted to try my hand at pencil. I really love how it turned out and that you can still see that sketchiness behind it as well. With my watercolour one, I kind of rendered it a lot and smoothed it out a lot with the watercolour, so it was nice to use this style and this way of doing things so I could see it in a different way and keep a lot of the original sketch there. So here's a funny story. When I was planning this girl out, I didn't plan out what colour hair I wanted or what colour eyes I wanted. I just let it flow once I got to the colouring stage and ended up going with a black, blue, and then blue into purple gradient. And then my stepmom messaged me saying that she had just dyed her hair to a black blue colour. She had previously had red hair, and I don't even know what inspired me to colour this girl's hair like that, but it was really creepy that she messaged me pretty much straight after I'd finished this drawing. So anyway, I finished up her colouring. I had a lot of fun with this one and I really enjoyed how it turned out. And I can't wait to see where my skills take me next and how I can implement different things into this style of drawing. So onto the next prompt, I chose create contrast. Think of a pair of opposites, present them together on this page. Examples, good and evil, light and dark, etc. So of course I decided to go old school and I did Kim Possible and She Go to represent the good and the evil contrast. I had originally planned to do 3 prompts this episode, but halfway through filming this one, or well, not halfway through filming, right at the end of filming this one, my phone decided that it didn't have enough memory to keep going and it completely stopped, and I thought I'd lost pretty much the whole thing, but it didn't. I managed to salvage up until the end, up until I do the background. So yeah, it's only these 2 prompts this time. I'm really sorry, but next time I'm hoping that I'll get a few more pages done. I started off with the drawing of Kim Possible on this side of the page. I originally did her face like how you see it now in my stylistic version, but later on I did change it to the more cartoony version and more true to what she looks like in the show. As much as I liked this version, I do prefer what I did and how I changed it later on. And plus, I had already done a stylistic girl drawing on my last prompt, so I wanted to have just a little bit of difference in this one. Let me know in the comment section below if you watched Kim Possible as a kid and who your favourite character was. And if you didn't watch Kim Possible, what show did you watch? What was your favourite? As far as Disney cartoons go, I really did like Kim Possible, but I also really liked American Dragon Jake Long, but my ultimate favourite Disney show was The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I had such a huge crush on Zack, or Dylan Sprouse, and had posters of him stuck up on my wall in my bedroom. Yeah, I was that kid. Now onto drawing my babe, She Go. Oh, isn't she an amazing character? I love her style, I love her look, she is everything. I have this theory that if you're into Harry Potter and you are a Slytherin, then you probably preferred She Go, but if you're a Gryffindor, you probably preferred Kim Possible. Let me know if I'm correct. I had a lot of fun drawing out these 2. I'd never actually drawn either of them, considering I was a big fan of the show when I was younger. It's kind of surprising that I'd never drawn them before, but I really like how it looks at the end and I really like how it turned out. I used my usual method of sketching out first and then going around it with my beloved Sharpie pen, and I coloured it all in with Prismacolor pencils. I am still a Prismacolor noob and probably use them really badly, and I was recommended a colourless blender in one of my older videos, but I haven't got my hands on one of those yet, so I do use white to blend as much as I can, but this one I kind of left a little bit raw anyway. But if you do have any more tips like that, please leave them in the comments below, because they are really helpful for me, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm a watercolor artist and even that I still need tips on. So yeah, if you have any tips, let me know in the comments. Guys, just look at that eyebrow on She Go. Oh, isn't she just a babe? I can't even. Anyway, I will stop swooning over a cartoon character and let you guys watch the rest of this video in peace. Please leave a thumbs up if you like this video, and make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I do more Create This Book content. But I also have my Zodicats series if you wanted to check that out as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.